yeah, you know your car is wrecked, right? And I'm like, no, what are you talking about? Like, that can't be. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to our channel. Today is currently Sunday, July 2nd, 11:22 in the morning. All right, y'all. Anyway, let's get right into this video. If you are new to this channel, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to this channel because y'all don't know what y'all missing. But anyway, y'all, as y'all can see, Novaya is not here right now. She has been with her dad since yesterday, so she's coming back later today. But as y'all can see by that thumbnail, y'all, I'm finna tell y'all story time about the time that my niece crashed my car. All right, so y'all, so this was around sometime last year, around prom time, like May, June-ish kind of time. And so basically what happened was she was getting ready to go to her prom or whatnot, and I had ended up basically dropping her off at her friend's house because they was finna go to prom together. So all right, y'all, so anyway, fast forward. So basically she was saying that she was not going to come back to the house until the next day, I believe, something like that. I can't really remember because this was last year. So she was supposed to come back the next day. So in our head at the house, because this is the time when I was staying with my mom. So when I was staying with my mom, I don't know why I used to do this, but I used to just leave my keys in the front room. Like my purse and my keys in the front room. Y'all don't ask me why. It was just stupid of me to do that. But anyway. So in our head, we thought that she was coming back the next day. So I was like, okay, cool. So later on that night came. And me and Novaya, we was asleep. And I get a call. I think it was probably about, I want to say maybe, I could be wrong, but I think it was like 11 or 12-ish, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And I get a call from my sister. So, well, at first when she called, y'all, because when I'm asleep, I ignore calls when I'm asleep. My child was there, my mama was there, so I was like, okay, I ain't really got, nothing to worry about. But anyway, so my sister was burning on my phone. I was like, why is she burning my phone? I'm gonna just call her when I wake up, like later on the next day. So anyway, she just kept calling my phone. So I said, you know what, let me just go ahead and pick up. So I decided to pick up the phone, and I'm like, hello, that sleepy voice, like. So anyway, I'm like, hello, and she's like, yeah, you know your car is wrecked, right? And I'm like, no, what are you talking about? Like, that can't be. My car is parked right outside. Like, so what are you talking about? So she was like, no, Elisa told me that she had borrowed your car or whatever. And I was like, she was like, Elisa told me she had borrowed your car. And I was like, no, she didn't. I was like, I've been asleep. So then, y'all, I thought about it because I was like, the night before, I heard somebody kind of like sneak in my room and kind of like cracking my room just to see if I was asleep, but like I wasn't sure who it was. So anyway, talking to my sister, and she's like, yeah, she said that she had borrowed your car because she needed to go get something from her friend's house or something like that. So anyway, I get up out the bed. I'm like, nah, my car is parked in the driveway. And so she's like, okay. So like I went and I looked outside, and my car was not there. So I'm like, what the, I ain't gonna, say the whole cuss right on the channel, but I'm like going off. I'm like, what? Like, where's my car? Da, 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 da. And she's like, yeah, we're on our way, her and her husband. So all right, y'all, sorry. All right, so anyway, she was like, we're on our way to the scene or whatever. I'm gonna call you when we get there. And I'm just like, no, like, she ain't got my car. Like, I'm still like in disbelief. Like, I'm still like in denial with the situation. So I'm like, yeah, like, no, like, she don't have my car. Like, I'm still like, nah, like, I'm pissed. Like, it's bad at this point. So anyway, fast forward, they get to the scene, and she's like, you know, I kind of hear my niece in the background, you know, like, I pretty much knew she really didn't want to face me, you know, after what happened, what she did, because what happened was she basically borrowed my car, like, because at the time, I would kind of, like, let her drive my car. Like, I would, like, let her drive my car, like, she'd say, like, let me go to Jack in the Box, or let me go to Taco Bell, or, you know, like, somewhere up the street, not really too far. And sometimes when I didn't feel like driving, like, I let her drive, because she was trustworthy. Like, she know how to drive. She drives good. So basically, she ended up borrowing my car. I want to say, I don't know how her best friend got with her, but I don't know if she picked her up in my car or what happened. I don't know. But anyway, somehow her best friend was with her that night. And in my head, I'm like, because I was thinking, I was like, okay, she told me that she wasn't coming back until the next day. So that's why I didn't believe, you know, that she had my car. So anyway, y'all. So the wrecker person that comes tow cars, like, she gets on the phone and she's like telling me, like, yeah, like, don't worry, like, your car is gonna be taken care of. We'll tow it to this place and we'll get your car taken care of. We'll call the insurance. And they were just basically telling me that some guy was drunk and they crashed, and I don't know if somebody else was in the car, I can't really remember, but he had basically crashed in the back of my vehicle. So in my head, I'm just like, is the car still drivable? Is it still drivable? Like, is it really that bad? Was it like a bump? Like, what? Like, how does it look? They was like, it's bad. Like, it was so bad, right? And I don't think it was I don't think it was drivable to the point to where you could just drive it freely, like on the freeway or like whatever. But it probably was drivable, but it would have been dragging like stuff. So anyway, yeah, y'all, like, I was so miserable around the time not having a car. Like, it was so bad. Like, I don't know if any of y'all ever been through a point to where y'all haven't had a car and like I think I didn't have a car for like almost a whole month. Like, I was so mad. Like, I was crying and everything, and like, I feel like they thought that I cared about my car more than I cared about my niece, but that was not the case. It was just a lot going through my mind at the time, and I didn't know how to react to that type of situation, because that has never happened to me. And so I was just like, she knew better. Like, she freaking knew better. But the lady, the record lady, the little towing lady or whatever, she was just like, don't worry, like, do you have insurance? And I was like, yeah, I got insurance. I want to say they got the cops was there too, and I want to say they had got the insurance from the guy too, the guy who did it, like, who crashed in the back of my car. Because I'm thinking my niece had like crashed my car, but it was really somebody rammed in the back of her, because it was her and her best friend in my car or whatever. Her friend was in the passenger side, and then my niece, of course, she was the driver. And then her friend had hit her head or whatever. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. So anyway, so yeah, they thought that, you know, I cared about materialistic stuff like my car, instead of my family. And like, once I found out that she was okay, you know, she was able to walk, you know, she wasn't in no ambulance truck, and her and her best friend, you know, they were okay or whatever. I'm happy. Like, it's a blessing that they were okay. Like, I promise, like, my heart, like, I love my family. I love my nieces and them. But yeah, at the time, they were just like, Rika, like, you gotta understand, like, it was an accident and da 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 da. And I'm just like, well, you know, I get it. It was an accident, you know. It was the end of the school year, So I didn't have that many more days to really having to drive to work, but you still need a vehicle to get to certain destinations. Like I needed it to take my daughter to doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, taking myself to doctor's appointments, or wherever, the store, to get groceries, or wherever like important places that I needed to go. Like I mean, if you have a car, you know, you understand, you know? And so I was just so mad for a while. I would say after maybe, it took a while, like 2 weeks, I was kind of okay, but I was really mad because too, I had to come out my pocket and pay for rental cars. And I had to pay for like, I want to say out my pocket for like 3 rental cars or whatever. And at the time, you know, of course my niece, she didn't have a car, and sometime I would, you know, drop her off at work, or my sister's dad would drop her off at work or whatever like that. But a lot of times I was dropping her off at work. And so, but anyway, she stayed, y'all, she stayed gone from my house. I want to say she was at her best friend's house and her mama and them house. And she stayed gone out of my face after that situation happened, because she couldn't face me or whatever the case may be. She stayed gone for like some days. It was some days. And my mama was like, just call her and tell her, you know, that you forgive her for what happened, so that, because my niece, she was like, you know, she felt bad about it or whatever, and I felt that, like, I know she did, like, she felt really bad about it and stuff like that. So y'all, at the end of the day, it was a blessing that she was okay, her best friend was okay. And it also was a blessing, y'all know how when you get a car, because like the car that I had, I was still paying on that one. And then I had a car before that, that I basically traded in for the car that I had that was crashed or whatever. And then they added on that amount of money to that car. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm trying to say, but they basically added on that money from that old car to the car that was crashed or whatever. And so I was basically kind of like paying on 2 cars technically, but not really. So anyway, once that situation happened, the guy who crashed into my car, his insurance ended up paying off the whole entire vehicle. So that was another blessing that happened or whatever. And they ended up paying it off or whatever. And they ended up refunding me for like the rentals, the whole 300 and something, 400. No, it's like 400 and something that I had spent. They ended up refunding me back the money. So I was like, okay, good, you know, at the end of the day. But they took forever to basically pay off the car, because I had been going to like dealerships to like try to get another car instead of me, you know, and I was telling them like what happened, and they were asking me for a letter, because I guess like after you get into an accident, you know, they give you a letter showing that your car is paid off or something like that. But yeah, like they took forever to like pay the car off, because my car ended up getting totaled. So I had to end up getting another car. It was hard. Because y'all, if you know, you know, if you go to the dealerships, they try to talk you into getting these cars and stuff like that. And it'd be too much for the car note every month. But I was like, I wasn't having it. So I ended up, long story short, I ended up, after they paid off the vehicle or whatever, I ended up getting a new car. I ended up getting the car I wanted. I ended up getting a Nissan Altima, so that was good. And I don't think, I didn't have to put nothing down either, so that was another blessing. So yeah, y'all. But with that being said, y'all, I'm not mad no more. So niece, if you're watching this video, I'm not mad no more, so don't worry about it. I'm just telling a little story time or whatever. It is what it is. The past is the past. It's forgiven. No bad thoughts or nothing about it. So with that being said, y'all, it is important to have insurance on your car. Y'all, I know the insurance is high as hell. It really is high. especially with it depending on like what age you are and stuff like that. But y'all, please try, if you can, try to keep car insurance on your car, because otherwise you're gonna be stuck in a bind. Like, you're gonna be stuck. Because imagining like what I had to go through when I had insurance, imagine what you gotta go through if you don't have insurance. So yeah. But lesson learned, like, you know, I'm not leaving my keys out in the open anymore. But I am in my own place now, so it's like, it's good. But yeah, y'all, that is the end of this video. Oh, make sure y'all stay tuned to the very end of this video, because y'all, I'm gonna show y'all like a short little snippet of how my car looked that night. Y'all gonna want to see this, so stay tuned to the end of this video. Other than that, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, because again, y'all don't know what y'all missing. And I will see y'all later. And when we get to Disney World, peace out.